getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's paid,
to the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
He wants to throw. He breaks a tackle.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to...
And that pass intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Slips through the line. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now that is a play that will get your sideline into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Lining up to add another. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
42 Spider.
The give to the back. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second.
325.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Going to the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up.
It's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Nebraska! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
Job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, this This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. He's got it. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the air. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a lot of running room. At the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Number 11, set to kick this one.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the single back. And he'll be brought down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Discards a man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dayne among the greats to play in Madison. They're trailing by just 2 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He's going to fire to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down, it creates 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough space, and he rolls Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He's got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
A first down for the offense. Was to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Let's go.
Handoff to the single back. Plows through the defense. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. On the return, it's Walters.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The lone back's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Motion from the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. They'll line up to go for 2. Quick pass on the jet motion. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into it.
All by himself down the middle. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 29 to West Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in time.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Randall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.